Hi guys, John here. This video is going to be a playthrough for all of the Phase 2 maps. Now before we get started and before I tell you some of the tips and strategies that I have learned through my playthroughs, I'm going to be heavily editing the videos. It took YouTube almost 20 hours to do the checks on the past video. So I'm going to be fast forwarding places, I'm going to be skipping to places, but don't stress, I will never skip anything that is vital to your playthrough or stuff that you need to see at all. So at the top of the screen here, guys, you can see 1,260 is needed, 1,260,000 is needed. This is because of the injectors that I've added. So I've added, I think, 2 of the 40s and 1 of the 20s, bringing it down to 40 again, but that's the calculation you need. So having that on a piece of paper written down next to you is a good way just to keep track of what you're actually going for because of all of these injectors, adding and subtracting times that you need. Which brings me to my first tip, guys. It's probably worth your while to just farm one of these maps that are a bit easier to unlock the better perks, get experience, unlock some of the better perks. And by better perks, I mean something like the perk that increases the damage for the freakers is like 40%. And then there's another one, I think, which I think is Freaky Freakers, it's called. And what this does is you can have your unlimited stamina, you can have your unlimited ammunition, and then you add one of the negative perks, and that kind of cancels out a lot of what's happening. So have a look at those perks, see what you think is best for you, and maybe before you do the Phase 2 or even the Phase 3 maps, which are brutal, see which perks best suit you and try and unlock those before going for them, because as I will explain in a couple of minutes, what I had to do in the end to get those scores, and I'll explain that like I mentioned in a little bit. Okay, next up is going to be the weapons. Now, I would easily say that the flamethrower is an absolute horde destroyer. The reason why it's so effective is because it can stagger enemies as well. So if you are surrounded by enemies and you hold down that fire button and go in a circle, they're all going to get staggered, obviously to a certain point, but the flamethrower is hands down the best weapon in my opinion in this game. The second best is definitely going to be just one of the LMGs. That was clever inside the tree there. But one of the LMGs, I'm not sure if there's different types of machine guns, but just an LMG with a large clip for your special weapon or primary weapon, and then obviously the Chicago chopper is going to be one of the best weapons for your primary. I'm not sure, sorry, if that's primary or special. As you can see, that polystyrene that is picked up there, you always have to pick up the polystyrene on its own. So if it's on a table with a whole bunch of other collectibles and you go pick up a collectible next to it, normally everything will be picked up, but with the polystyrene, the little cups, you have to pick that up individually, just as a quick little side note there. So yes, flamethrower, LMG, and then the Chicago chopper, which is just a beautiful weapon all around from the main game as well. While I'm on the weapon subject here, I have unlocked the Growler, which was the whole mission for me, was just to play with this Growler on Horde Assault mode, and I spent at least 2 hours yesterday running from map to map, from crate to crate, and it hadn't spawned once for me in over 2 hours. So I'm going to keep going until it does spawn and then show you some of that gameplay, because damn, I want to see what that gameplay is like. I want to be able to have the unlimited ammo with the Growler and unlimited stamina, because at that point we're not going to care about score or experience, because I'm currently maxed, and it's just going to be for some fun gameplay. So the Growler is still yet to be determined as a potentially good or okay or crappy weapon. Okay, next tip is going to be the QTE. So head to your options menu or your settings and head to the QTE, and that's going to be button press, hold, or autocomplete. Just put it on autocomplete. This way, any of the elite enemies that attack you and grapple you or push you to the ground, the bear, the brutes, you will kill them automatically in one hit. And we will get more into more detail on those guys in a minute. But turn on the QTE if you want to have an insta-kill for those vicious elite enemies. What's next? So, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, you've got the swarmers killed using melee weapons. Now, what I didn't know for a long period of time is completing those jobs, they're called jobs, actually rewards you with resources. So this is going to be explained a bit later in the more difficult levels and how vital that is. But every time you finish a job, you will see on the screen on the top left corner, it'll show you what you've been rewarded with. Scrap, with I don't know, spark igniters, just with resources in general, and you can pretty much make 6 more napalm molotovs, those bastards. And that is how you're going to complete the level in the end. And again, I will get into more detail of why this is so important a little bit later. What is up next? Scavenging. So at the start of your maps, every place that you get to, every house you pass, every bathroom you'd ride past, check them all, collect absolutely everything, try and craft everything to the max in your inventory and then collect everything more as well. So you want to max out what you've created and then max out your crafting materials as well. And again, I'll explain this, why this is so important, a bit later, because you will not be able to collect resources normally as you would. So be very meticulous as you can. I know it's very difficult with your resource collection. Next one is going to be save your melee weapon for the melee weapon jobs. As you can see, this is perfect timing. In the top left corner, if I had read the top left corner, I would know that if I kill 5 swarmers using the melee weapon, I would have got a whole bunch of resources, and that is vital. So save your melee weapon, not for emergencies or anything like that. Save it for the job as showed on the top left hand corner of the screen right now. Next up is going to be the elites. Now, if you come across a brute, a reacher, a screamer, make sure you take them out. I think the screamer, let's have a look here. The rager, which is the infected bear, is 25k. So that's the equivalent of 25 swarmers killed. The screamer is 5k, so not as much, but definitely still worth your time. And then the brute is 50k. If you see a brute, make that your sole goal, is to kill that brute, because in the later stages you'll have 3 or potentially even 4 of them and a reacher at the same time. So I will have some gameplay of that a bit later. Also, I will put in the description when I fight an elite, so you can actually skip to that as well using the description. But they are definitely worth stopping and taking them out, and I'm getting a bit lost here. But yeah, make sure you head out and take those elites out. They don't normally spawn in the early stages, but they definitely will spawn on the phase 2 and phase 3 stages a bit later. Okay, next tip is going to be when you are on your bike like this, and not at this state where you're actually fighting a horde, when it says fight, when you're in the fight state, as in the zombie horde, sorry, not zombie, when the freaker horde has not appeared yet, be very careful when you're on your bike. I don't know how many times I've been super careful and they spawn out of nowhere. They spawn like a flower blooming in fast motion. It's crazy. So when you are riding around like this, they will just pop out of thin air. So if you're going slow enough, you'll have enough time to turn around and get the hell out of there. But if you're going at a fast pace on your bike, you will ride straight into the horde, and I've lost so many runs just because of that. You see this here, you can see I'm going to be skipping this kind of thing in the future, guys. The editing where I'm just riding around, I'm going to make it a way more tighter edit, so you won't have to see any of the unnecessary footage, just as a quick side note again. But yes, be careful when you're on your bike, because you can end your run by ramping over a hill and into the laps of 1,000 swarmers. And lastly, guys, so at the end of this video, the last map is going to be the Crater Lake. Now, it took me almost an hour, over an hour, to complete that run, simply because you use up all your resources, you can't craft any Molotovs, and you're left with the unlimited ammo, which is good, but it's still going to take a shed load of time to get a million score that you need extra on the unlimited horde. Now, the reason why this is so difficult is because when you got the unlimited horde, there is no respite. There is no pause or minute 30 time for you to run around and collect things and craft things. The horde is constant. So it is impossible to go into a building and to collect a crate or to collect resources, because before you even enter the building, you'll be dead. If you stop for 1 second with the ultimate horde, you're dead. You have to continuously run, which is why the unlimited stamina is just an absolute must on every level. Well, sorry, with the ultimate horde, it's a must. If you look on the top left corner right now, you will see it's a question mark. So that's the amount of time until the next job spawns. And you just got to hope, again, being at the ultimate stage at the end of the video, you got to hope that it's not even melee kills. You got to hope that it's headshots, or yeah, it's only headshots. Now I'm thinking about it, because if you have a constant horde on you, headshots is the only one that you can actually do. You can't open a crate because you'll be dead in 2 seconds. It's not like the challenge mode on the sawmill stage where there's a nice circle that spawns around you. There's nothing. If you open a crate, even if you're getting attacked, she won't do anything. I'm saying she because she's on the stage now. Your character won't pull away from the crate. You'll just die. So the only way you can get more score or more resources with an ultimate horde is to do the jobs. And to do the jobs, I mean do the headshot jobs only. I think it's the only one I can remember now, because melee weapons you won't be able to do, you won't be able to pick up, you won't be able to do anything else. It's just the headshots. So again, I'm going to be heavily editing the final video, because literally I'm running in a large circle waiting for the correct job to spawn. And again, this could be because I had too many positives on my injectors and I needed like 40% higher score than was actually being asked of me. So like I mentioned, one of my first tips, get to a level where you actually unlock them, and it'll make those end levels a lot easier, because you can have less injectors, but with greater effect, as in I actually have a setup now where it's plus 5% score at the end, not negative 40. So yeah, it's a much better setup than I'm actually showing on screen now. Okay guys, so I'm going to get editing this video. If you did find it informative, then hit the like button, and if you found it entertaining as well, smash the subscribe button as well if you really enjoyed it. And again, any questions you have about the game, guys, just ask me. I'm always going to reply, and I'm going to grind away now to try and get that silly growler to spawn, because I just want to see what it's like to have the growler with all these extra perks. I'll do a couple of montages with the growler when I get it. Pretty much exploding freakers could be a lot of fun, because you got to be careful. When they get close to you, they'll damage you as well. But with an unlimited growler, unlimited stamina, it could be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for the next video, as I'm not going to be showing all of the phase 3 playthroughs. I'm just going to be showing the montage of the growler. But if you do want to see the phase 3s, I might just record them, but it takes a long time to edit them. If you do want to see the phase 3s, then let me know, and I will record those and post those as well. But that's it, guys. Again, smash the like button for me, and I want to catch you on the next one.
Someone out there?